Hi everybody, how you doing? So sorry I've been a little bit absent lately. I was busily focusing on other things instead of focusing on my personal development. And that's what this video is about. It's about you getting a handle on your life so you're no longer feeling scattered, feel like chaos, feel like overwhelmed, feel like that you're living from paycheck to paycheck, that you feel hopeless. And in essence, you're just existing. It's time for all of us to get in our power right now, to reclaim our power, get in your power, and start co-creating a life so that you can live versus exist. How does that sound? Thank you so much, everybody, for going ahead and joining me today. Please feel free to give me a like below, but more than anything, I really want to hear from all of you. How are you doing? Leave a comment below in the section. Let me know where you're from and how you are doing. And I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for checking in, stepping in, and supporting me on this video. So hopefully I won't get off track. It's kind of late here tonight, and it's a very warm night, but I'm really kind of tired. But I got this information. I've been working on this particular technique for the past 8 months, and I can say honestly, guys, I'm in the happiest space I have been my whole entire life, and has nothing to do with a person, a thing, an event, anything going out externally. It's just what's going on in here. And so I want to share with you how you can do that. So let's go ahead and kind of back up and talk about why we normally are feeling kind of scattered in chaos and just existing. And the reason being because we were never taught as children how to really be with ourselves, how to really meditate and connect with spirit, and use our emotions as a guide, as a barometer of sorts, as to what we should be engaging in. Okay? Instead, we learned and were taught that our energy should go outside of ourselves to do things. We should go take care of this. We should go have that job. We should go do this. We should need to do that. And it's a doing world out there. And in the doing world, with your energy out here, you get very depleted very quick, very exhausted. Your adrenals get fried. A lot of people are having thyroid issues, and that's all part of the whole entire system too. So, hair's falling out, right? We're all really, really stressed. It's because your energy's out here. So, let's work on pulling that energy back and learning how to do things a little different. When you pull your energy back in, that means your focus is not out here to give you the indication of who you are, right? We learned that out here is supposed to give us a reflection to who we are and how we feel. No, that's not true. That is you not taking responsibility for your own actions, not taking responsibility for your own feelings. But again, it's a learned thing. It's not our fault. We just didn't learn how to do it differently. So when our energy is out here, we get our feelings hurt. When our energy is out here, we get segregated. In the way I mean that we have different parts of ourselves within our own life. We have, the exercise self, we have eating right self, we have the family self, not only extended family, but personal close family. We also have our friend self, we also have our coworker self, and so on and so on and so on. And in each and every one of those, you kind of act a little different. But usually we're only focusing on one or two of those essences. But where are we focusing on them? Outside of ourselves. So when things kind of go awry and they go wrong, like, oh my God, I have to go down and control it a little bit more. I have to reprogram it. I have to see how I'm looking at this. And maybe I need to change jobs, right? Or maybe I need to go ahead and get a different family. Can't do that one. Got to work with that one, right? But we think that we have to go out there and we have to fix it. We have to do something and we have to fix it. And that is so an oxymoron and so an absolutely and utterly wrong way of doing it. And that's why life hasn't been working, and that's why we feel like we've just been existing this whole time. I mean, think about it. Have you really been flourishing and thriving and feel like you've been living life to its fullest, where you're happy and you're joyful and you just got so much love that you just want to explode out of your heart and just give everybody love, and you're just like skipping through the tulips all the time? Most of us can say, not really, right? We've been kind of programmed and bought into this idea of put our energy out here, allow out here to go ahead and tell us who we are, how we're feeling, and we're going to let the universe kind of like show us and guide us as to where we need to go, which is a really lazy attitude. Because in essence, guys, when you do that, you're not in your power as a co-creator creating your life that you love. So how do we do that? You go within. So I'm a living testimony to what I'm about to share with you. I've never been so happy with my life ever. This is the happiest I've ever been. And it doesn't really have anything to do with finances or a person or an event. It has nothing to do with anything external to me. It all has to do internally, how the divine, my creator, has touched and expanded my heart and expanded my own energies and just lifted me up. So when you are in alignment, back up, meditating, and you've heard me say this before, meditation. The more you do meditation, the easier it gets, number one. But the purpose to meditation is to start teaching you a skill, a tool, and a new habit of where you're placing your own personal focus. So through meditation, whether it's a guided or quiet, just, where you're just sitting quietly, you are learning to get in alignment and get into that place of consciousness where you're running the show. And I don't mean ego. I don't mean ego, mind, brain. I mean true consciousness. So the subconscious is not running the show. And when you're in alignment, sorry, I'm just seeing a spider. Gotta remember it's right there when I exit my backyard. So when you're in alignment, the divine is filling you with spiritual energy, that of love and joy and happiness and inspiration and gratitude. That would be great to feel that all the time, right? When you're in that alignment space, I'm kind of getting off topic. So go back to the meditation. So when you meditate, the purpose is for you to take that meditation feeling, that when you get into alignment through meditation, and you take that and you try to extend it out through your daily life, through the day, as long as you can. And then you go back into meditation and you extend that. So you're basically trying to walk and go through your actions of the day while still in alignment. So when you're in alignment, all of a sudden the spirit looks at you and goes, all those things that he or she have been asking for, she's now open. These things can now come through her to create into physicality and actually manifest into this world. And before you know, if you're in that place where your focus is right here on personal development, and part of it is that of meditation, therefore, all of a sudden, because you're like saying, I want to be happy. I want to have great friends. I want to feel supported. I want a great job that supports me. I want to have a great relationship that we can have fun together, we can laugh together, but at the same time, we get each other and we can communicate. All of a sudden, so spirit hears all the things that you desire and you want, and when you're open in alignment, then all of a sudden spirit starts coming through you and starts making things happen that you want outside of you. Now, your focus is not out there. They just start showing up because you're now vibrating and putting out the broadcast. I want a really great close friend that we get fun and we get each other and we're honest with each other and we just feel happy, right? Then all of a sudden, someone comes in your life and gets all that. So you're no longer seeking, you're no longer doing, and you're no longer trying to control and make things happen. You're just being here. And God goes, okay, you're open. Let's bring her in. Let's let it unfold. I'm looking at my notes. Let's let everything come through so that all these things that you can have will actually come through. So before the other way, we're looking at each individual subject matter, such as I need to work out because I need a better body. Go internally, right? Your focus is here instead. So once you get in alignment and you stay in alignment for a while, all of a sudden your body gets better. Seriously, it works. Not kidding. Instead of looking at, I want better friends, you get in alignment, you stay in alignment for a long time, and you stay in alignment. You're just not like, I'm going in there for a few hours, I'm going there for a few minutes, I'm going there for a few months. No, that's your ultimate goal, to stay there all the time. Then all of a sudden, good friends are coming to you. You're attracting them because you're having a different broadcast going out. Okay? So now, is beautiful because we don't have to pay attention to all that many crap, all that many stuff that you want to change in you. You just focus here. So personal development is meditation, getting in alignment, staying in alignment, work and stay in alignment all the time. Number 2, resistance. So resistance, I'm going to give the example of a man or a woman, a person, let's just say that, is asking Spirit, I want $1 million. Right? Now, for any one of you that have really worked on manifestation, therefore you have to clear out the stuff, any blocks or anything you might have, or programs or misbeliefs about money, deserving money, money comes easily, I love myself, I'm deserving, I'm enough, whatever. You clear those things out. So let's say hypothetically, totally cleared out of anything that may be preventing you from attracting more money. Okay? And then the person says, I'm going to go buy a lotto ticket. And I say, why? Well, if I buy a lotto ticket, then, that's the way Spirit can go ahead and bring the money to me. Well, not really true. You are now projecting that this is the only way that you're going to receive your gifts from Spirit, and you've just put it in a box. I'm going to get it via a lotto ticket versus trusting the universe and bringing it to you 6,000 billion million ways that could actually come to you, and you're only thinking of the lotto ticket. But by thinking the lotto ticket and by putting it in that box, you've actually created a resistance to everything else and any other way that it can possibly come to you. So don't put things into an ideology, a box of this is what it's going to look like when it comes to me. You ask for something, you feel it, you think it, you live it, you imagine it, etc., how you are going to feel when you get that $1 million. What does it mean to you? How does it feel to you? You can do that, but you don't say, okay, it's going to look like this brand new house, or it's going to look like a lotto ticket. No, because you just now made a lot of resistance to the many thousands and billions of ways which it can make it to you. So that's number 1. Don't put anything in a box. You're creating a resistance. Okay? Number 2. Let's say you're not put in a box about the money. You have already cleared everything when it comes to money. And you're like, okay, I'm good. I'm going to sit back and the money's just going to come to me now because I've done everything. I'm sitting here every day, I'm meditating. Okay, what does money mean to me? Okay, it means a great house, it means freedom. Okay, I can see myself in the house. How does it mean freedom? It means I don't have to worry about bills. I can just, immediately everything can come out of my account. It doesn't matter because I can just trust that the money's going to be there. Yeah, it's good. Right? It's really good. Somebody calls. Hello? Oh, it's you, my neighbor. What do you want? Oh, you want to go? No, the property line is exactly where it needs to be. I'm going to take you to court. There's a resistance right there. Or I can't stand that dog barking. There's a resistance. Or you get angry because someone cuts you off in traffic. That's a resistance. So you may not have much resistance when it comes to that thing that you desire to achieve or receive, but if you still are expressing resistance, the universe just looks at it like it doesn't matter what form, what fashion, it's just still resistance that you are creating a ceiling of Spirit can no longer bring these things in through you to create a fruition, and so you can manifest things out. So work on being neutral. Work on being a witness. Work on being observer to your life, observer to what goes on. So when someone comes to you, hypothetically, let's say your mate, excuse me, your mate comes to you and says, you know what, you left the door open or whatever, something really stupid, or you left the dishes in the living room again. I asked you so many times not to do it because now we've attracted ants. So his emotion, right, is coming at you and kind of attacking you. Your old you would be, I'm going to react to it and I'm going to get angry too. Well, why are you on at me? I'm sorry. You know darn well I went to bed late last night. I was really tired. Da 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 da. Now, instead, sit back and witness. He's upset. And understandably so. There's ants now in the living room because you left your dishes in the living room. So you can just sit back, take ownership. Yeah, you're right. I did leave them there. Really sorry. I was really tired. And I'm just really sorry. And I'll work my best not to do it again. Maybe I'll put an alarm in my phone before I go to bed and say, make sure you clear the living room. I'll do that. So I'm really sorry that really bothered you. Is there anything else I can do to make it better? Right? You've taken ownership, which what does it do? It empowers you. So now you empowered yourself. But also you didn't make this huge argument that blew up for hours, right? And you can also, if you want to, you can lay some boundaries. I understand that I did it, and I understand that the ants came in, and I understand you cleaned it up, and I'm really sorry, and I'm really grateful for you did that. But I really appreciate if you don't yell at me. I don't need that. You can talk to me normal about that. Period. Quote. That's laying boundaries. Boundaries empowers you. Okay? So when you do this, when you're living in your body, we're talking about resistance. So work on that resistance of anything and everything in your life. Work on raising your vibration. So raising your vibration will make you be able to look at life more through a witness standpoint, and will help you look through life more as an observer, and you'll be able to choose to respond versus react, and therefore you'll be able to be in that witness standpoint, so therefore you're not going to engage emotionally. And again, if somebody hypothetically does reoccur in your life, such as the neighbor that's bucking upon your property line, and you're like, we've already had this conversation. Again, to stay neutral. We've already had this conversation, and we've already taken this to court. I think this conversation is done, and I'm choosing not to converse with this because this is already a done deal. So have a great day. Goodbye. Click. Move away from things that don't feel good. So when you are focusing here, when you're doing your focus is purely your personal development. Watching things on YouTube about personal development, about, opening your pineal gland, about how do you meditate, different types of meditation, what meditations help you ground, what meditations help you be more in your body, what meditations do this, that, and the other, whatever might be interesting to you at the time. There's many interesting things about thoughts, beliefs, and programs, and how they create a vibration within your body that sends out a broadcast, like from a radio tower, and that basically brings things into your life. That is that broadcast. So by changing that broadcast, you're going to bring better things into your life. So if you practice these things, and I think I kind of went off and roundabout, so I'm trying to go and wrap this up before 20 minutes. So if you practice meditating and taking that connection into your life and staying connected on a consistent basis. So hypothetically, you meditate and you can keep that connection for about 2 minutes before you get, your focus goes off to, I have to, I got to do the dishes and I got to quickly call that person. If you're in frantic, if you're in focus of controlling things, your energy's out here. When you're in here, there is no control. There's flow. That is the beauty that I got into just this past 2 weeks. I got into that space of flow where I feel the universal forces moving through me, and I'm just letting whatever come my way. So it's different than when we're looking at before. Before we're like, I'm just going to go and sit back and just allow the universe to kind of like bring to me whatever, because that's what I need to be into. Sorry about me putting an accent on it. That's my bad. But when you get into this alignment, you can feel the energy flows. And then when a person calls you, like, I'm supposed to talk to that person. So let's try to pay attention again, stay in the witness standpoint of what am I to learn or what am I to give to this person? And you'll know that everything flows wonderfully. You're never crammed for time. Money flows in wonderfully. Friends that you really wanted and desired show up. Friends that you really didn't care for slough off and go away. Relationships show up that are really fantastic. Everything works and you start to live life. I hope that was helpful. So again, meditate, work on taking that meditative state into your world. When you lose it, try to meditate again. Keep meditating, or bring it into your world. When you lose it, try to meditate again. Okay? Number 2, work on raising your vibrations by choice of what you choose to engage upon. Does this feel good? Does it feel happy? Does it bring me joy? Do I feel absolutely loved and an appreciation and just in a great space? No, I don't. Don't do it. Don't talk to that friend. Don't watch that program. Don't turn on the news. If you feel neutral, that means you're out of your body. It means you're not in your power of a co-creator. You're allowing something else to take your energy and your power. Stop. Stop doing things that just feel neutral and kind of like, I just want to zone out and just, cram for the rest of the, zone out for the rest of the night. You're not in your power. Stop it. Just shut off TV. Play a card game. Read a book. Just put your headphones on and listen to some music. Just sit back, relax, go to sleep early, right? Work on being an observer and a witness to life and don't react. And lastly, nothing anybody does is against you personally. Stop taking things so personal. People are reacting and doing what they do because of the buttons that were created when they were a kid, being taught to be outside of their body and thinking that the outside is showing them who they are, and the outside is having them react emotionally. And they don't like those emotions, so they react and start yelling at everybody. So really learn that what anybody's doing is nothing personal to you. It's just what they're going through. So have a little compassion there. The best thing you can do instead of focusing on why are they doing it is focus on you. Am I in alignment? Am I in compassion? Am I feeling gratitude? Am I in love? Am I in joy? Okay? This went on a lot longer than I wanted it to, so I'm really sorry. I hope you guys hung in there to the very end. I do want to go ahead and do another video, but it's going to be a private video. And the video is things that energetically have been going on overall through the world and why it's been happening. So if you're interested in knowing it, be warned, it does go down the rabbit hole. It does go down the rabbit hole. So that's why I'm not going to share it here on Facebook, because it might be really far out there for a lot of people. And I'm here to support you guys and make you feel better about you and who you are, so you can set yourself to a better life today, better life today, better life today, better life today, and so on. And you're always better improving yourself and feeling better about life. I don't want to shock the crap out you where you kind of throws you in the opposite side, throws you in the deep end. I'm not interested in that. But if you feel like you're awake and aware enough where you want to know more about perhaps what's going on behind the scenes, and I'm not talking about politics, I'm talking about something even deeper and much more, are you kidding me? But yes, this is happening. What's going on is what Spirit literally is telling me and showing me. It's been so for the last 35 years. And so I'll share it with you guys. Some of you actually may know about it. But if you want to know more, if you want to see that video, personal message me and say, I'd like to see that other video, please. I haven't made it yet, but I will so soon. Also, I also want to share with you that I'll come on here in a few days and talk about the energies that have just currently shifted, and we're going to come into some really interesting energies in September. So I will hopefully do that video this weekend. All right, I hope you guys have a great day. Sorry this is so long. God bless you. Have compassion for yourself. Find a way to wrap your arms around yourself and allow yourself to heal your own being and nurture your own body and to embrace your own heart. Know that you are loved by the divine and by most of us, all of us light workers that are here on the planet. You are loved, and take our love until you can find love for yourself. You are a wonderful being. You are a spiritual being, and you are here to do wonderful things. Love you guys. Take care.